Hi guys, welcome to Hoops Junction. Today we're talking about the infamous Dwight Howard, D12 himself. Alright. Well, there's been rumblings in Houston that he's not happy with the situation of what's going on in Houston. Apparently, he wants the ball. He wants to be the man. And it's just not working out in Houston because you have James Harden, who is the star in Houston. He's the first one to come down there in a long time since T-Mac and really want to make a big difference. And, he has. So Dwight Howard was the second one to come, and in that fashion, he had to play second fiddle, so to speak. I mean, he didn't make the first move, so James Harden is the man. Pardon me. But pretty much it's just rumors heading out here that people are just upset that, he's upset that he's not getting the touches. He doesn't like the way basketball is being played in Houston. And the thing is, just like, Dwight, this wasn't any news. You know what team you were going to. They like to shoot threes. They like to run up and down the court. It was not a slow down team. It was not a low post scoring team. They never really featured him, and they're not featuring him now at all. So this is not any news. He knew what he was getting into. The way I look at all these rumors about Dwight Howard and his overall career is his main issue, it has nothing to do with the touches or getting a playing time or being a part of the offense or whatever it is. It's none of that. Dwight Howard is, in essence, looking for a place to rest. He's looking for a place to call home where he doesn't have to live up to expectations, where he doesn't have to do things that everybody expects of a superstar player. You got to remember, Dwight Howard took the Orlando Magic in 2009 to the NBA Finals, but ever since then, he's never really been the center of a NBA Finals push. And that's just because of his nature. He's very childlike, and his ambitions rest upon him having a good time, hanging out with friends, getting women pregnant. He's not the only guy that does these things, so there's nothing wrong with it. But at the end of the day, his mind isn't really focused on basketball. He's just been looking for a place to rest his head, where it could be solely about him and his popularity and having fun. He's just a guy that likes to have fun. You saw it in Orlando. You saw it in L.A. And after he left L.A., he went to Houston. And all of this is him being transient because he's running away from responsibility of being the man. He doesn't, right now, he physically has what it takes to be the man, but mentally he doesn't have it. He doesn't take the game seriously enough. He's been playing NBA for a long time, and he still has the same post moves. He still shoots terribly from the free throw line. I mean, if you're looking at his numbers now, he came in the league averaging 12 points a game. This year, playing in Houston, he's averaging 12.6 points a game. This is his second lowest average since he entered the NBA. It makes no sense. And all it is because he just can't figure himself out. It has nothing to do with the game, has nothing to do with the team. It doesn't matter what team he'll go to. He'll always do the same thing. As long as there are great expectations for him, as long as teams like Houston have title aspirations for him, he's going to continue to shrink. He just shrinks in pressure-packed situations. In LA, he didn't play well. You could blame it on injuries all we want. When he was on the court, he wasn't playing well. Same thing in Houston. He's on the court. He's not really helping the team. They're actually, when he's on the bench, they're plus 7.6. When he's on the court, they're only plus 0.2 in the plus minus. So that goes to show you his effect on the team. It's just, he's not figuring himself out. When I mean that, I mean, what do I want to do? Everybody has a goal in life or something they want to be or something they want to do, and they clearly outline it. When Howard's on the court, he never clearly outlines what he's there to do. Is he there to block shots? Is he there to rebound? What is your purpose? And he still hasn't found his purpose. And it's just his mentality. That's all it is. It has nothing to do with anything else. When they do throw him the ball, he doesn't score. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, what makes it worse is, you know, people always remember Dwight Howard always being in the race for Defensive Player of the Year. But as of late, his defense hasn't even been stellar either. So these are the things that you have to look at when it comes to the Dwight Howard, the D12. And I don't know the guy personally. And I know that, you know, he has like a lot of friends. A lot of people call him fun. They think he's charismatic and everything like that. But on the court, he just doesn't have it up here. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the pressure. You know, like even if you think about last year in the Western Conference Finals, there was a play where I guess he could have called timeout or passed James Harden the ball. It was like, I think it was game 2 or game 3 where they could have tied the series, and he just threw the ball out of bounds. He threw the ball right back to James Harden, and James Harden was double teamed. It's just like his mind under pressure, it just doesn't function. It doesn't work. And some players are like that. Some players, they don't have the high motor, or they don't have that propensity to do well under pressure. It's just like certain soldiers, they have a higher aptitude for combat, while some others have a higher aptitude for science or maps or Navy, stuff like that. So they put you where your best place. But right now, if this was a Navy, you know, Dwight Howard doesn't need to be on the Army. Dwight Howard doesn't need to be on the battlefield. He needs to be somewhere getting the meals ready or something, because it's just it doesn't make any sense. Dwight Howard is a superstar level talent. Right now, he's operating at a star level. He's supposed to be way up here. Everybody had high hopes for him. Houston is not a town where you could just go and disappear. Like Houston, they have won back-to-back championships. They had Yao Ming there. They had Tracy McGrady there. They had Steve Francis there. They had Coutinho Mobley there. So they're used to winning. They're used to going deep into the playoffs. They're not used to bad records. None of that crap. You see what I'm saying? Even in the 80s, they went to the NBA Finals or whatever. So it's a shame. It's a shame that he's going through all this, and I don't know if it's him not figuring himself out. I don't know if it's partying all the time. I don't know if he's not gelling with James Harden. But if this is your third team and you're under 30 years of age, and if he leaves this team or they trade for him or whatever the case may be, then at the end of the day, he has to start looking at himself in the mirror. It's no longer the franchise's fault. It's no longer Kobe's fault. You know, people thought that Kobe ran him out of L.A. It wasn't Kobe. It was this pressure-packed situation. In L.A., he had to fill big shoes. He had to fill Kobe's shoes. He had to fill Shaq's shoes. He had to fill Wilt's shoes. He had to fill Kareem's shoes. And, you know, if you ever read the 48 Laws of Power, they only tell you don't ever fill a great man's shoes. Well, I guess he took that advice and he ran. Now he's in Houston. He has to fit Olajuwon's shoes. And he's, you know, right now, if Olajuwon is a size 15, this guy's only a size 4 right now. So it's just a sad situation. You know, he thought taking less money and going somewhere where there was less pressure that he would thrive, and it's the complete opposite. And that's pretty much a lesson for anybody. You know, sometimes when things seem like they're going to be really tough, that's when you should actually just go through it, because nothing in life is going to be easy. Nothing is going to be easy. Whatever path you take is not going to be easy. And right now, Dwight Howard is learning that the hard way. You know, these are just rumors. I don't know how concrete these are. He says that he actually wants things to work in Houston, but we all know how he is, and he did want things to work in LA. So, and look what happened. He left. So we don't know. The D12 saga continues. You know, if we had little dots on the map, Orlando, LA, now Houston. Now, where is it going to be in the next following years? I don't know. Stay tuned. This is Vlad from Hoops Junction, where hoops meets hoopla. Like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.